Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Pay the killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing. NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Go.
Throwing on first down. Barkley. Throwing left side. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Let's go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
61. Matchbox White.
Now Barkley. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 8. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Quentin Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Barkley. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. And we're pretty quick. Ready, go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll give this to Bell running right. Bell sheds him off. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch out.
2nd and 6. Goes underneath for Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Charlie.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Push him back.
They'll try again with Bell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Let's go.
Here's Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
No. 80 weapon. Check 43. Yep.
Stay at home.
They'll run him with Bell. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9. Barkley, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, come on now, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 24, check 24. Excelsa.
Go 58's the mic. Hey, watch the lane. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go, D.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
10 Lobo, 53. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worland. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They will run with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Rip right, rip right.
On 3rd and 2, Barkley. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll drop the throw. Caught here by Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, it's Bell, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go. Set. 70 in. Whip. Watch the whip. Perfect. Rock. Set. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Barkley able to get this to Gordon. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Set, ready, 8, read.
On 1st and 10, Barkley steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Herndon. He's tied in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but
the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Barkley got Gordon open, completes it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Back to throw. Barkley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Smoke. 49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's second and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's it?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Watch 81, watch 81.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. And that QB's trash. Let's go.
49, guys. Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Protein spill.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, G. All day.
Operating from the gun, Barkley, and he finds Beasley complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Bill.
Tighten up.
Throwing on first down. Barkley. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to the air on second down. Barkley flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Barkley escaping the pressure right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First down, Buffalo.
Ready. You draw quarters.
Come on, let's go.
Undercut, undercut, undercut. Big grip, big grip.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now 23-14.
The score, Jets 23, Bills 14.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60, orange. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw complete to Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, with a first down carry there, as he'll get about 4 out of that. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Bell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, ready. 8, read. Corner jump. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down.
Haywood.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Target.
Ready, go.
They'll run it with Bell. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the Bills' 16-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Ready. Grace don't travel. Can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Shoot!
Box trap.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Pick me up. Here we go.
49 to Mike. Watch the pass. Charlie. To Mike, watch 49. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Rip left. 49.
Yep. Come on, man. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch the shoot!
Alpha. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
To throw again. Barkley. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. And the grab by Croft. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now Barkley. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think that he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Barkley. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go, 60 outlaw. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, Barkley. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Barkley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Tucson. H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. Rush in, rush in. Now.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
Check, let her.
On first down, Bell. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.